Good morning, Morev Rabotai. Be'ezrat Hashem, Mincha today is going to be 4:15. Please be on time. 4:15 is Mincha. As we continue the Arachot of Kosher Umatir, what we were discussing was temporary knots, permanent knots. We mentioned yesterday that a person who ties the Lulav, really, when a person does Arba Minim for Sukkot, for the holiday of Sukkot, you have to put all the four species together. So you have the three, the Aravot, the Adasim, the Lulav, they're together, and then the Etog. When it comes to the mitzvah, you combine it. But the Adasim and the Aravot and the Lulav are actually tied together. You're supposed to tie it before the Yom Tov. But every once in a while, a person could forget. And almost in every community, there is a few people that didn't necessarily tie it before the Yom Tov. They forgot, they were busy. What's the halacha? Is one allowed to make the knots of the Lulav? Because especially the Sfaradim, we make actual knots. Ashkenazim, they do something else. It's called like something like a kuchiklach. It basically combines it with a special type of handle. But Sfaradim, we don't do that. We have actual knots. So is it mutal to make those knots on a Yom Tov? As we know, the halachot of Yom Tov are exactly like the halachot of Shabbat when it comes to matters of kosher umatir, certainly. So the halacha is interesting. Halacha lema'aseh Maran Shulchan Aruch writes that a person should not tie it a double knot like you would during the week. Rather, you should just twist it around a few times, and then stuff it in. You make a few circles, and then you stuff it in, and that will hold it until the Hol HaMoed. Once it gets to Hol HaMoed, you could actually make the knots. Why? Because the knots, although they're the mitzvah, it's appropriate the mitzvah, but it's not required. And you can go ahead and you could take the lulav with all the species without the knots. Or another thing you could do is you could slip knot it. You could make it in a way that's a slip knot, and then it would also be mutar. Because we said slip knots are not considered knots. So there's a few options. Halacha lema'aseh, there are some lenient opinions that hold you can actually make a double knot. However, that's not the recommendation. The recommendation is to make it, like I said before, if someone made a double knot or wants to rely on the lenient opinions, he has on what to rely, but it's not the lechatchila. The right way to go about is to do the solutions that's brought down in the Shulchan Aruch. That is halacha lema'aseh. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.